different fish. It's kind of cool. Yeah, it says first boarding's at 10 a.m. This is actually the world's only rotating aquarium experience. That's very cool. Yeah, it's over here. It tells you how it works. That's cool. So I'm inside here, just the area where they do their rotating adventures. So it basically rotates around so you get to see all the different animals and all the different tanks. That's cool.
4 beautiful exhibits, each amazing and unique species. As you observe these incredible animals, we want you to learn about them and the role OdySea Aquarium plays in their health and well-being. And who better to teach you about these animals than the people that care for them every single day? Our own animal. Enjoy!
Thank you. Alright, so we are moving. It's really cool how it rotates around. Oh boy, coming up to our first tank here. Oh wow, that's a tarpon. That's cool. Very, very cool. Especially how it rotates around. Looks like we are stopped here.
Hello, OdySea Voyagers, and welcome to the first exhibit on your journey. My name is Corey, and I'm one of the many animal care specialists that get to care for the animals that call OdySea Aquarium home. Did you know that the animals in this exhibit are all considered predators? Not the predators you might think of, like sharks or orcas, but skilled hunters nonetheless. Let's start with a turtly awesome species, the Kemp's Ridley sea turtle. These turtles are often considered the hometown turtle, as they are the only sea turtle species endemic to the U.S. Atlantic seaboard and the Gulf of Mexico. They are the smallest of the 7 species of sea turtle and the most critically endangered. Female Kemp's turtles come to shore in Mexico, all at once for a synchronized mass nesting event called an arribada. This beautiful and unique nesting behavior likely evolved as a way to overwhelm natural predators, but instead made the turtles incredibly vulnerable to human poachers, who could harvest millions of eggs in a single event. After population decline reached an all-time low in the 1980s, the United States and Mexico implemented programs to protect the Kemp's nesting grounds. While still critically endangered, the numbers for this species are on the rise due to collective conservation efforts. One of the oldest living fish is the Atlantic tarpon, having evolved some 18 million years ago. Tarpon are also nicknamed the silver cane for the way their shimmery silver scales flash when they leap from the water. Reaching sizes of up to 8 feet long and nearly 300 pounds, tarpon have the ability to gulp air above the water's surface as an adaptation that allows them to live in a wide range of habitats. Very ecologically important throughout their lives, tarpon function as both predator and prey. Do you see the dark brown fish in this exhibit? These are cobia. Cobia are found worldwide in tropical especially crabs. Because of this, they have earned the nickname crab eaters. Cobia are often mistaken for sharks because of their similar size and coloration, and for the dorsal fin atop their backs. Adults can reach 6 feet in length and weigh about 100 pounds. They frequently associate with water structures such as buoys, artificial reefs, or shipwrecks. Can you find the coppery red fish swimming in this exhibit? This is the red drum. These fish are found along the Atlantic coast, from New England to Florida and the Gulf of Mexico. They get the name red drum from the distinct drumming sound that the males produce by vibrating their swim bladders to attract a mate. Red drum also have a very strong sense of smell, allowing them to follow scent trails to find food along the bottom of their habitats. These adaptations make the red drum a very unique and skilled predator. Let's take a look at another long, sleek silverfish in this exhibit. These are great barracuda, the largest of the barracuda species. Reaching up to 10 feet long when fully grown, they are equipped with dozens of razor-sharp teeth and use a hunting strategy called ram biting to slice larger prey in half, making it easier to eat. Because they hunt more by their acute vision rather than smell, humans that enter the water with shiny or reflective objects, such as jewelry, watches, or scuba gear, may cause barracuda to mistakenly investigate these objects as a food source. But not to worry, they much prefer anchovies, sardines, and herring to blinged out humans. Well, I hope you've learned a little more about these not so obvious predators of the sea. I'm off to hunt for my next assignment.
That was really cool.
Hi Voyagers, it's me, Corey, back again to help navigate the next incredible exhibit on your journey. Can you spot the largest fish species at OdySea Aquarium in this exhibit? I'll give you a hint. They're usually found quite still near the bottom of the exhibit and kind of look like they have frowns on their faces. Those are our two species of grouper, Queensland and Goliath. Right now, they weigh about 300 pounds each, but they can weigh upwards of 800 pounds when they're full grown. They are known as ambush predators. This means that they patiently sit and wait for prey to come near, and then use their large mouths to create a vacuum-like suction that draws water and prey in so that they can swallow it whole. This unique hunting method relies more on strategy than speed. Can you find the sea turtles? These are loggerhead sea turtles. They're named for their large, block-like heads that support the powerful jaw muscles needed to feed on their hard-shelled prey items, like crabs, clams, and conch. They average about 3 feet in length and can weigh up to 375 pounds. When not foraging for food, you might find them enjoying their beauty rest, often nuzzled up against the rock structures or on the sandy bottom for a nap. Sea turtles slow their heart rates when inactive, allowing them to hold their breath for hours at a time. Now, let's play a game of I Spy. I spy with my little eye a very unique fish. He's the only one of his species in this exhibit, and he's called a Maori wrasse, named after the traditional face tattoos of the indigenous Maori people of New Zealand. He's also called a humphead wrasse due to the large bump on his forehead. Do you see him yet? Here's another clue. He has a large mouth, an even bigger personality, and eyes that can, well, sometimes seem a bit judgy. If you haven't spotted him yet, rest assured, he has spotted you. Can you spot the various species of stingray gracefully swimming around their habitat? A is darker than their underside. Similar looking to the cow nose are the southern stingrays, getting their name from where they are commonly found in the southern Atlantic Ocean. They are distinguished by their flat, diamond-shaped bodies and their solid, dark gray or brown backs. Southern rays are benthic, or bottom-dwelling, and spend most of their time buried within the sandy bottom of lagoons or coral reef areas, only exposing their eyes, and use electroreceptors in their snouts to find their prey. Once detected, these rays will uncover their meal by flapping their wings in the sand and blowing water from their mouths. Here's a clue. Can you spot any rays with a unique print swimming throughout this habitat? Meet Bumble and Bee, our honeycomb stingrays. They aren't spotted at all, actually, but rather have a reticular pattern with a network of different lines moving across their backs. They're not only beautiful, but they're also resilient. Bee has a very unique story with us. A few years ago, she faced a life-threatening internal injury that required a rare and delicate surgery to be performed by our animal health team. As a result, Bee is now thriving and a living example of excellence in animal care. Well, thanks for joining me today and enjoy the rest of your voyage. See ya on the flipper side.
I'm heading to the next tank now.
noses. On either side of a sea lion's nose, they have 38 whiskers called bursae that are highly sensitive to movement and objects in the water. Even if their environment were dark or murky, those bursae would guide them and help them feel their way through the water. Just like how we use our hands to navigate a dark room. I bet those of you with mustaches and beards feel a little jealous right about now, don't ya? Spending time with our sea lions is one of the best parts of my day. As a matter of fact, I'm off to do that right now. See you later.
And then moving on to the next tank. Sand tiger shark. That's really cool. That's very cool. So I remember seeing this tank from the bathroom when I first came in.
Welcome to our Shark Waters exhibit, the largest exhibit at OdySea Aquarium. I'm Kyle, one of our animal care specialists, and I'll be your shark fish guiado today. Now, this iconic exhibit is home to many beautiful species of shark. Let me point out a couple and see if you can spot them. One of my personal favorites are the sand tigers. They have those very toothy smiles. These sharks are the only species on the planet that go to the surface of the water to gulp air, which they store in their stomachs. This helps them float silently and stealthily through the water. And if they want to be a little less buoyant, they just let out a little air in the form of a very shark-sized burp. Then there are sharks that can be very personal animals. They're the ones often near the bottom and have what looks like whiskers, called barbels, on their faces. They will voluntarily participate in touch training with me and my teammates. Through our relationship with them, they have become well-trained wild animals and find our presence positive and rewarding. Some a little more than others. One has become known as quite the laugh shark by the way she swims into our arms and parks her 300-pound self right on our laps. By allowing us to work so closely with this cool species, regular checkups with our animal health team are very smooth and safe. It's quite impressive to get to observe firsthand how intelligent sharks really are. In fact, each shark species can identify their own target and its feeding time. A target is a designated colored or shaped tool that identifies a specific location for a shark to go to. When it's time to feed the sharks, each species finds their specific target and hover nearby, waiting for their food. As humans, we have a set number of adult teeth in our bodies. And once they're gone, they're gone. But do you know that sharks continuously produce teeth throughout their lifetime? When one falls out, another one is right behind it to take its place. Kind of like a conveyor belt. In fact, some sharks can lose up to 30,000 teeth in a lifetime. Sharks have been roaming the Earth's oceans for around 450 million years. This is due to some amazing adaptations that allow them to remain top predators of their watery world. One of their coolest features is called the ampullae of Lorenzini. Now, you're probably thinking that sounds like a delicious pasta dish, but actually, it's a group of pores found on the rostrum or snout of the shark. These pores act as electroreceptors and detect even the slightest of electrical fields generated by prey or movement in the water. This is just one of the many adaptations that make sharks top predators of the sea. Looks like my time with you is up. Thanks for being jawsome, Voyagers.
That was very cool. There goes another shark. That was very fun.
Hi everyone, Jess here again.
It was really great. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
I'm glad. I love that.
As you exit from OdySea Voyager, you actually come out this way, so now I'm going to continue heading this way. There's all the different turtles. Tells you the difference between loggerhead and green sea turtles. Measure up to a sea turtle. More exhibits this way. Human impact on sea turtles. And boat strikes are also another huge threat to sea turtles. The sea turtles of the world. We got this cool tank next. We've got spotted garden eel and silver moony. There's all the little garden eels, and there's the silver moonies. This is the rounded tank. It's a cute fish there. That wasn't listed, but it's in there. Avoiding a catch. What is bubble butt? Over here is all the different types of sharks. So over here is all the different types of shark. It tells you the different lengths of the shark. A great hammerhead. Shark anatomy. Shark evolution. It's really cool. Revered, not feared. Yeah, because this is their Jaws. And usually that's kind of the reason why people think sharks are very scary, man-eating creatures because of the movie Jaws, but that's not the case. So these are all the sharks that are in here. Wow, that's cool. I think I got to see this tank from the rotating adventure from the OdySea OdySea Voyager. That's cool. Oh, here comes the sand tiger shark. Dun 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 dun. Very cool shark. Now, just in case you are not in the know, or if you are familiar with my channel, the sand tiger sharks are my favorite type of sharks. So, I think that's the sandbar shark. There goes the... I didn't find a sign for that fish, but it looks like some type of jack. There goes the nurse shark. There goes the sand tiger shark. Ooh. Oh, wow. So I opened up his jaw. I guess he must be sucking in some water, because they did say during the OdySea Voyager that they would suck in some water to make them more buoyant. That's cool. Here comes the nurse shark. Got ocean art. So this is a 3-sided tank. This is what they got. So that's the pennant coral fish. Oh, there's all of the lionfish. This tank is really impressive. Oh, there's the spade fish. A wonderful tank. Reef jewels. We've got Ocellaris clownfish and black and white clownfish. This is another rounded tank. So I'm sure the Ocellaris clownfish here is the people that most people would recognize. So I'm sure that's the fish people would recognize after watching the movies Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. So I'm sure these clownfish are usually called Nemo a lot by the little kids who see him. Yeah, not all clownfish are orange with white stripes, because some of them are even black. There's a harlequin tuskfish in there that wasn't listed. Got all these cool anemones. Now that's very sad. Millions of sharks are killed every year. Yeah, it's very sad how their fins are cut off. And that's where the thing shark fin soup comes from. Over here is another glass viewing of the shark tank. See, there's the nurse shark, there's the sand tiger shark. Yeah, this tank is very impressive. Ooh. There goes the sandbar shark. And there goes the nurse shark again. Got another rounded tank. Got barred flagtail. There's a couple other fish in here that weren't listed, but still very cool. Yeah, so a couple of these fish on this area were not listed. Looks like all the barred flagtail are up top. I see a couple other fish up high as well. That's a nice looking fish down there. Shoaling and schooling. Alright, I'm back at this habitat, hoping to see if all the other birds are in here. But instead, I only see the Toko toucan. this other habitat, I do see the cockatoo in here. The greater sulfur-crested cockatoo. It's a nice-looking bird. Looks like he appears to be interested because I am using my larger camera, and I guess he's coming to check me out. So the only birds I did not notice the first time were the blue and gold macaw. I also didn't see the keel-billed toucan, green-winged macaw, eclectus parrot. So that's what those birds look like there. So these are going to be no-goes for today. Alright, so another animal that was not out earlier was the white-bellied reed frog. I have looked through this habitat. I'm even looking in those leaves in the back. And I apparently do not see the white-bellied reed frog anywhere. So that's what it looks like right there. This is unfortunately a no-go for today. Alright, I'm back at the Asian water monitor. And looks like he is out. It's a pretty big lizard. Because earlier the work was getting the habitat cleaned up. It looks like the monitor is now out. It's like a pretty big lizard. Alright, so over here is the area that has the theater, the Deep Ocean Theater. It looks like they lifted up the screen and behind it was this tank. This is actually the tank I went through when I was going down the escalator. There's a zebra shark in there. This is what's in here. And there goes the golden trevally. Well, there's the big zebra shark. And the cow-nose rays. There's a big old southern stingray. Wow, those fish are really gorgeous. Yeah, so this whole area is where that Deep Ocean Theater was, and behind it was this tank. Alright, over here is the exit area. Over here is where you get your photo member pass. Also got digital memories. Alright, over here is the aquarium exit. And just like earlier, we also go up the escalator to exit. Alright, so as you come off the escalator, you exit through the gift shop. Got all sorts of stuff here. Got some plushies, t-shirts, and some sweaters. It's like a good-sized gift shop here. Alright, so I decided to get myself a water bottle here since I am out in the desert on this road trip, and this way I can stay extra hydrated. Yeah, so from up here you got a really nice view of the Arizona boardwalk. It's really cool. Alright everybody, that is going to complete my visit to the OdySea Aquarium in Scottsdale, Arizona. I had such a fun time here. It was really, really fantastic. They had a great variety of sea critters here. I certainly enjoyed everything they had. I really loved the rotating adventures. That area was super cool. I definitely love this place a lot. I'm really glad I was able to put this into my plans for my road trip. It was really fantastic. Especially love the sharks, and the sea lions were really cool. Leave some comments down below what was your favorite sea critter that I saw today. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do so. I go to zoos and I also do aquariums like this, and I try to visit as many places as possible. I try to visit a new state every year. I had so much fun today. I usually upload a new video every Saturday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. So if you like aquariums and zoos, then check out my channel, because I do have different playlists. Because if you like aquariums, then I do recommend you go to my aquarium playlist. I've been to several different aquariums across the country. I'm hoping to visit more new states, and I thank everybody for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you again next time. Bye.